Hello and welcome here to York Sports Network for tonight's special presentation of some boys conference basketball. It's the number 1 team in conference, the home team York Dukes, versus the number 2 team in conference, Lyons, Township Lions, going head to head. The last time these two teams faced off, York handled them nicely at LT's house. Last time we saw Lyons Township, Zach, is around Tosh, actually, here at home, where they really didn't have their mojo going. You know, they lost to Perspectives in the second round in what was an amazing upset. And it really seems like after Tosh, they had a big win against Rich Township, and then they just kept stacking that W column and have really found their footing again as they came in as a Super 25 favorite.
Yeah, one of the big problems, like you were talking about, coming out of the Tosh, they had such a big break leading up to that game against the York Dukes, which is one of the reasons why they were kind of slacking leading up to that game, and the York Dukes overcame them. Tonight's going to be a great matchup, though. LT, obviously a great team, 16-6, 6-1 in conference, currently second. And Luca, like you were saying earlier on, this is a conference championship matchup in a sort of way, as the Dukes are currently 22-3, while being 7-0 in conference, and have a chance at furthering that to 8-0.
Yeah, I mean, if they lose this one, they end up at the same spot in conference, both 7-1. So that could really shake things out. And, I mean, they both have two pretty easy conference matchups in their last two games after this. So I wouldn't be surprised if they finished out 9-1 overall, and they would end up tying for the conference title. The Dukes want to go for it all, and so does Lyons. Tip-off underway here. It's going to be between Hunter Stepanek and Grant Smith. One of those guys you got to look out for on this LT team is Grant Smith himself, averaging about 16 points per game, as well as Owen Carroll on the backcourt. Tip-off is underway. Dukes will start with it. Here's Poku on the left wing. Swings this one to O'Leary. That pass just a bit too far out of reach for him. Early turnover here, forced by Lyons.
One of the things that Dukes have to be careful for is the turnovers. Starting out right away, they have one, and that was one of the biggest problems from their last couple games. Obviously, they were still able to come out on top, but that's something they got to be careful for.
Nate Woods on the right wing of your screen right now has also been a great piece to this LT team. There's a 3-ball off the mark for Grant Smith. Offensive rebound controlled by Carroll. Now given in the corner to Timmy Sloan. Another 3-ball off the mark there for Smith. Ball being battled for, another chance for LT. Smith goes inside, no good again. Stepanek hauls in that one. The Dukes take control. Nathan Poku swings this one inside to Rennick, who goes up and is fouled and will take a trip to the stripe for 2.
Poku, nice job finding Rennick. Rennick taking his time, saw the guy coming up from behind him and drew the contact, and now he's heading to the line. Rennick, a key role player in this Dukes offense, always able to get a bucket when they need him to.
Rennick's first one is online.
This matchup pretty even in height. We saw in that first possession of the game, LT had a lot of offensive rebounds. Dukes got to make sure they're boxing out this game.
Rennick's second attempt, no good, makes this a 1-0 game. Woods being guarded by Luby up top, gives this one over to Smith. Now in the corner to Carroll, who's blocked by Hunter Stepanek.
Stepanek had to weave his way through traffic around Joseph Luby to get that block off.
You got to be careful there on those switches like that where Stepanek ends up closing out on you in that corner. Looked like an open shot, but closed that window early. Smith tries giving that one in the corner to Carroll, but it is just off angle.
Duke's playing some great tight defense thus far. Their zone defense always works out very well.
Top of the key 3 from Woods won't go. LT starting out uncharacteristic here, shooting a pretty low clip from 3. See if they could get that going, though.
You know, LT is going to need to do very well on the 3-ball this game with that zone defense. The perimeter is kind of just shut down.
O'Leary with this one left wing. Poku gets doubled up top, gives this one to Rennick, and he's fouled.
You know, LT did a great job pushing their way through that screen. Almost got the steal off Poku. But Rennick doing a great job maintaining the ball and drawing another foul.
In the game for Lyons, Township, 22, Tommy Sloan.
Tommy Sloan checking in early here. Not to be confused with Timmy Sloan. Out goes Grant Smith. Luby gives this one into Stepanek, has it up top, swings it over to O'Leary. Rennick puts his head down, goes to the basket for a nice two.
Rennick, quick first step on the right side. Wasn't expecting that. Great bucket.
Carroll goes inside, floater is good. First points tonight for LT.
Offense did a great job breaking down that defense, finding the open floater right in the middle of the paint.
Rennick inside to Luby, reverse layup is good, back to the basket.
Rennick, great find in the paint. Saw Luby cutting, found him right away.
Woods tries giving this one inside, originally there
11, Tommy
to Sloan, but falls for Blythe instead.
Yeah, they tried doing the double team on the right side, left two men wide open, and that's what led to that basket.
Both these teams exchanging buckets now. Luby open in the corner for three, that's online.
Cannot leave Joseph Luby open. Definitely the best three-point shooter on this York roster.
High pass here is controlled by Woods, fires from the corner off the mark. Rennick from the free throw line gives this one to O'Leary, now in the corner to Poku. Luby controls.
Duke setting up a play, trying to keep things safe.
Poku drives, kicks, over to Luby, sidestep, fake. Just keep having to move the ball around from the perimeter, can't really find a look.
Pressing up on Luby now, trying to play it more safe like I was saying.
Luby for three again. Make him 2 for 2, same spot.
They were playing up on him, but they weren't playing up enough. Luby from deep.
Sloan controls, give this one in the corner. Up to Carroll now. Woods back to Carroll, who winds up for three. Responds.
Three-point shooting is going to be back and forth all night, especially with that zone defense run by the Dukes. LT is going to have to take a lot of three-point shots.
Like I said, LT a big team, but they don't shy away from perimeter shooting. That's what they pride themselves on. Again, hopefully they can get it going. Stepanek gives this one over to O'Leary. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left here in the first. Luby off a screen from three. That one won't fall from top of the key. Carroll has trouble controlling this one. Gives it behind on the trailer to Sloan, who gives it up ahead. Carroll found cutting. Kicks, corner three. Sloan online. And they're going to call a foul down low as well. Won't affect the basket. Duke's basketball.
York foul. 32 Jackson Rennick is first.
Substitutions being made here. Going to switch possession here to LT. They reassess that foul onto York. Campus and Heron check in now for York. Rennick and O'Leary sit. Woods goes inside, tough look, rims around and out. Heron gets this one, taking it in transition, holds up top. Heron looking, dumps it to Campus. Now to Luby. Being guarded tightly here by Woods.
Offense has got to be careful. They can't pick up the ball too early. This defense playing heavily up.
Luby three, that one won't bank in. Rims around and out, similar to the one on the other side there. Woods from three. Heron closed out in time. Poku drives. Nice layup, uses the glass.
Nice find on the right side. Found a little opening, and he took advantage of it.
Woods can't control that one, neither can Carroll, and it's Duke's basketball.
Number 3, Sawyer Oskin on 35. Miles Brunison for Lyons Township. Number 3, Dylan Holzer.
I'm surprised these offenses are doing as good as they are right now with this defense being so great from both sides, forcing so many turnovers early on from both sides.
Heron gives us one inside to Burnison. He's just checked in for the Dukes. Ball rolls out, saved by Poku, given to Heron. Heron to Burnison. Now to Poku. Thought about squaring up from three. Instead, he drives again. Awkward lay, won't fall. Almost got it off the high glass.
Just 40 seconds remaining now.
Holzer gets us one in the corner, gives us one inside. Kick down low is intercepted by York. It's a battle on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball, Lyons Township basketball in the ultimate possession. Going to go for the Lions. We're back into the game. Number 30.
Nate Woods checks back in for these last 32 seconds. O'Leary's going to come in as well for the Dukes. Poku's going to sit down.
See if they can tie things up before the first break.
Woods to Carroll up top. Timmy Sloan operating. Gives us one to Woods. Frees up from Heron. Carroll found on the trailer for three. That one won't fall. Holzer goes skying in for that one. Swings it in the corner to Sloan. Now opposite corner. Woods a three. That one won't fall either. And O'Leary pulls it down. 3 seconds. Heron pulls up. Got a finger on it, and that's how the first quarter ends. 13-10 your score. York with the lead, but LT not far off.
LT playing some really aggressive defense, especially on the offensive board. We saw Holzer at the end just trying to grab everything. He's doing a great job getting around Stepanek and trying to haul those boards in.
With that, we will step aside. Second quarter coming your way soon. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here. Start of the second quarter underway. York will start with it after losing the tip. Heron gives us one over to Asgadome, now to Burnison. Heron, top of the key. Burnison pops out. Looking. O'Leary guarded by Carroll, gives us one to Asgadome. Can't lose LT up top, it seems like. Asgadome open for three up top. Back iron. Campus tries going in for that rebound, and he's fouled.
Over the back, good job by Campus, boxing out.
Lyons Township foul number 11, Tommy Blight. His first, team's first. York basketball out of bounds.
Asgadome gets this one in the corner now, back up top to Heron. Burnison back to Heron. Now to O'Leary. Heron in the corner. Duke's trying to find a look from the perimeter. Don't have Stepanek in down low. Instead, it's Campus, but they can't seem to find him either.
Duke's really struggling right now. Can't find an opening.
Asgadome pops out for three. Back iron again. Burnison fighting for this one on the floor. It's going to be a jump, and it's going to stay with the Dukes.
Lyons Township basketball, the alternate possession.
Dukes taking a lot of time off the clock. Good thing there is no shot clock. They can take as much time as they need, but they're only leading by 3 right now. They really need to draw something else up on the playbook.
Woods gives us one to Carroll, who fakes, drives back out behind to Woods. Three ball is online, ties this one up at 13 apiece.
LT, so many good shooters on this team. You have to be careful, especially when playing a zone defense. You're going to have guys open a lot, so maybe Coach John will try and switch things up.
Burnison loses control of that one. It's last out on LT, though.
Back in the game for the Dukes, 25, Joseph Luby.
Luby comes back in for the Dukes. Some much-needed perimeter shooting. Seem to be struggling a bit here. Ball given into Campus. Now to O'Leary.
They had a really fast-paced start to this game. Now that they slowed things down kind of, they're starting to struggle way more on the offensive end.
Poku left wing to Burnison from the free throw line, and there's a foul off ball there.
You know, one thing that I've noticed from the Dukes, a lot of their players right now, they're taking 1 or 2 dribbles and picking up their ball. That's probably not helping to contribute on the offensive end. When you're picking up the ball, the defense can see all the people running in and out of the court and running around. You're not going to find any open passes when you pick up the ball that early into possession.
Campus and Rennick come back in. Rennick and Stepanek come back in. Heron and Campus sit. Stepanek, layup is good. Retakes the lead for York, 15-13 now. Woods, over to Sloan. Now to Carroll. Dart pass inside, Sloan, one more. To Grayson Lee, who's just checked in, found cutting. Floater is good. Poku to O'Leary. Nice find there to a cutting Rennick.
Picking up the pace now on offense, doing a great job on the press break.
Woods goes inside, kicks out in the corner. Back up top to Woods. Now Carroll. Swings this one in the corner. 3 ball up, no good from Lee. Less than 4.5 minutes in this second quarter now. 17-15, York still leads. O'Leary taking this one across the perimeter, now to Poku. Inside to Stepanek, who slams it.
Stepanek finally getting a dunk off. We don't see that from him very often.
Found wide open down low, lost control of him, and a timeout's going to be called by Coach Sloan. They trail by 4 now. With that, we will step away. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here. Still just about halfway through this second quarter, score 19-15 out of that LT timeout. They trail by 4. Carroll loses control of that one. It's in the backcourt. They'll say it's last off the Dukes. No violation called. Woods in the corner for 3. Off the catch and shoot, it's good.
What a great find. One-hand pass all the way from the York logo into the corner.
Stepanek to Rennick, now to O'Leary.
Trying to get Luby open.
Rennick in the high corner. Back to O'Leary. O'Leary drives, kicks, Rennick fakes. Finds Luby cutting inside. Floater is good.
Got hit in the nose. Hopefully is okay.
Making sure he didn't cut his head or anything. Oh, he did.
Oh, he's bleeding. Yeah.
They're going to have to sub him out there as he's tended to by the trainers.
Hopefully Luby is okay and can re-enter the game after Mr. Stepanek patches him up.
Asgadome comes in to replace him. There's going to be an injury timeout called so they can make sure they clear any blood off the floor. With that, we will step away momentarily. You're watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back, Mr. Stepanek, the head athletic trainer here at York, tending to Luby. Got a little gash on the head. Hopefully everything is okay there. All blood cleaned off the floor, so we will play on. Smith in the corner to Woods, fakes, gives it to Carroll. Smith swings this one back out up to Woods, now to Carroll again. Quick ball movement out of the break here by LT. York keeping up with it, though, so they're not able to get a look. Carroll drives inside, goes up, and is fouled.
Only trailing by 3 now. 2:30 remaining in this first half action.
Carroll's first free throw is left short. Remains a 3-point game. Carter Heron comes back in. O'Leary's going to sit. Second one from Carroll rattles in, makes this a 21-19 game. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Heron getting this one across the timeline. Stepanek fakes, gives it to Poku, now Heron. Heron holds.
Coach Dunn calling the play out.
Rennick steps in the paint, gives it back out to Heron, now back to Rennick. Stepanek loses control of that one. It's kept in bounds, though, by LT. Here they go off a fast break opportunity. Inside drive and lay and foul. Grayson Lee with the and one.
Lee, a tough take. Great defensive possession before that. Able to turn it over and keep it in. Catching the Duke off their feet. I do gotta say it was a missed opportunity by the Dukes. Jackson Rennick, I know he can shoot the three ball. He was open a couple times so far this game, but LT took advantage of it.
Converts on the and one as well. Makes this an LT lead here, their first of the night, 22-21 with 1:43 to go in the first half. O'Leary back in here for this last 90 seconds of the first half. Poku, left wing. Back to O'Leary. Poku inside to Rennick, picks up his dribble, turns around, layup is good, takes back the lead.
Nice quick spin move from Rennick.
Carroll gets this one up ahead fast. He's double teamed, swings it around. Drive inside, kick Carroll. Up top to Sloan. Dumps it to Woods in the corner. Woods jacks up a three. That time it's online for him. Teams exchanging buckets here late in this second quarter. York looking to respond. Inbound this one to Asgadome. Had a bit of trouble getting it in there. LT running a press.
Just 40 seconds remaining now. The Dukes might hold for the last possession.
Poku to Rennick. Doubled inside, gives it out. Asgadome for three in the top corner. That one's not going to fall. Ball being chased for. Poku ends up with it. 24 seconds to go.
Dunn slowing things down now. They are going to hold for the final possession. Let's see what play he has drawn up.
Asgadome behind a screen from three. That one left short. 3 seconds. Carroll has to jack this one up. He's called for a travel. Wouldn't have counted. And that is how this first half ends. A lead for LT going to break 25-23. Both these teams find themselves in a shootout right now with one another, exchanging blows. We will see how this ultimately shapes out.
You know, LT, they were building at momentum the entire game, slowly coming from behind of the York Dukes, and they just overall been shooting the ball better from beyond the arc. With Joseph Luby out of the game right now, that's definitely a big hit for the Dukes as one of the best three-point shooters on their team. Hopefully he can come back into the game after halftime and help them regain the lead.
Did see him come back in at the end, or not come back in, but go back to the York bench at the end of that first half. So a promising sign for sure that he might actually be able to return, but only time will tell. With that, we will step away. Second half coming soon. You are watching York Sports Network. Hello, we welcome you back here after halftime where the Dukes lead, or excuse me, LT leads the Dukes 25-23 out of the break. Again, this game has some major implications for the overall turnout of the conference standings when all is said and done. LT currently stands at 6-1. They're ranked second. The Dukes are ranked first right now, standing at an undefeated 7-0. So this does have some major implications. The Dukes will start with this one out of the break.
Yeah, obviously both teams have some more conference matchups coming up, but this one is definitely the biggest one left in their schedule.
O'Leary has this one in the corner, guarded by Carroll. Luby back in for the Dukes after taking a tough hit. Seems to be back up and running for York. That time it's off the mark for him, though. Turnaround Jay here, no good. Offensive rebound and putback looks effortless there from Blythe.
Stepanek got kind of lost on that board. Looked to the left, thought it was rolling out the other way, went right behind him.
Rennick over to Stepanek, now to O'Leary. O'Leary controlling up top. Now Luby. Poku gives this one to Rennick, drops it one more time to Stepanek, who rises up over his defenders for the two.
Rennick, nice quick find to Stepanek. He had another tough take.
27-25, LT still leads. Here's a big corner three from Woods. It's good again.
Not much you can do defensively on that play. Rennick closed out perfectly, shot it right in his face.
O'Leary takes this one up, gives it to Stepanek. Now Poku back to O'Leary. Poku to Stepanek. He's blocked inside. Take it the other way. It's stolen by O'Leary. Break opportunity. O'Leary by himself. Layup won't fall. It's hauled in by Carroll.
Larry tried the quick transition, opted not to pass to Luby open in the corner.
Woods sidestep three, loses Stepanek. It's good. He's on a heater right now, and a timeout called by the Dukes. 33-25. The Dukes only being held to 2 points here out of the break. LT with 8.
Dukes defense really struggling out of the break. As you were saying, Luca, not much you can do, and Woods is hitting sidestep threes like he just did. Calling a timeout here is the only thing you can do.
Seeing those threes played on your screen right now, just able to find himself open or create separation by himself. With that, we will step away. You are watching York Sports Network. We welcome you back here. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. LT expanding on their lead against the Dukes. They lead by 8 now, score 33-25.
They're going to try and keep things going. They're playing pretty tight up defense, leaving Rennick and Stepanek open from the three-point land, which is a great idea.
O'Leary being guarded tightly by Carroll. Tries finding an opening. That layup is just too high, but he gets fouled on his way up.
Lyons comes from foul number 5, Owen Carroll, his first.
Very nice little move. Got fouled when he reached the peak of the layup.
Sends Will O'Leary to the line for two. The sophomore starting guard has had an impressive first season here on varsity. That one just long. Great facilitator, but also not scared to take it to the basket himself.
Yeah, something we haven't seen from the past few years. A lot of the young guys stepping up, taking on big roles in this year's roster.
Very athletic young guard. Reminds me of watching A.J. Levine his junior year, if anything. Woods gets this one in the corner now, gives it back up top to Sloan. LT once again moving the ball quick here, trying to find a nice opening. Sloan gives us one in the corner to Carroll. Ball intercepted by Stepanek, but it's intercepted by Carroll. LT resets up top. Timmy Sloan almost loses control there. Gives it to Smith. Woods, a deep three-pointer. He got it! Nate Woods cannot be stopped right now. Up to 18 points for LT. Averaging 16 points on the season. And he has just surpassed that already here early in the third quarter.
You know, like I was saying, when you play a zone defense, the three ball, they're going to shoot it a lot and often.
O'Leary responds on the other end, cutting for two.
And in that zone defense, you're not only going to get a ton of wide open looks, but you're going to have a lot of great ball movement at the top of the key to find those open looks as well.
Smith loses control of that one. It's going to be a hook called there on Poku. Stays LT ball. Correction, they're going to call that one on Luby. Only his first of the night. Despite missing a lot of time from that injury, he still leads the Dukes in scoring with 10. Carroll in the corner. Smith guarded tightly by Stepanek. Back up top, Sloan to Carroll. 4 minutes to go in the third. Another three from Woods. That time it's off the mark, ends his streak, but it's an offensive rebound. Woods controls, guarded by Poku, forces it to Sloan. Smith kicks, Carroll turns that one over again to Stepanek. Here comes the Dukes with a 9-point deficit. Poku switches gears. Up top to O'Leary. Now Rennick. O'Leary crosses back to Rennick. Clears out. Layup no good. Stepanek tries going up for the putback in triple coverage. And a tie up there, and it's going to be a foul called on the Dukes.
Dukes just having a slow start in the second half on offense. They found the groove a little bit more later on, but the defense has been a huge problem for them.
Campus comes in for the Dukes now. Out goes Rennick. O'Leary checks out as well. Carter Heron comes back in. Two nice sparks off the bench here for the Dukes. Just got to try and get something going here if you're Coach Dunn in York. Woods, face guarded up top. This one to Carroll. Turnaround J is no good there from Smith. Heron taking it the other way. Luby back to Heron. Now to Poku. Given inside to Campus, who gets wrapped up. Gives it to Stepanek, who goes up for the and one.
Campus, nice find to Stepanek. Another great finish. Stepanek up to 8 on the night now.
Lyons Township foul number 11, Tommy Blight is second, team second. And the line to shoot one, Hunter Stepanek.
So hard to stop Stepanek, especially with that height in the paint. He's always going to be there when you need him to be.
He goes to the line now to convert on the and one to cut this to a 6-point game. It's good.
Back at the game for the Dukes, 35, Miles Bernison.
Bernison into the game now. Stepanek taking a quick break.
Nice stretch 5 off the bench for the Dukes. Ball tipped in the air, taken down by Campus, given to Poku now. Here he goes, full head of steam charging. Heron fakes from three, gives it back to Poku, who drives, almost gets that one intercepted. Burnison tries going up for that one. It's no good. Rebounded by Poku, out to Heron. Drives inside, looks. Campus goes up with it. No good again. Another offensive rebound. Luby back to Heron. Burnison drives, turns around, no good again. Another offensive rebound. Burnison, no good, and he's fouled.
Long possession for the Dukes, finally heading to the line.
I don't have great eyesight right now, but I believe I see a kid on the far left of the gym on the home side. That's either a Zach Levine Bulls jersey or a Nikola Vucevic jersey. Either way, both those guys are no longer Chicago Bulls as of about 4 hours ago and a year ago. Interesting wear.
More subs being made now.
Carroll subs out for LT. Luby checks out. Asgadome comes in. In for LT comes Grayson Lee again. Burnison goes 2 for 2 from the stripe, makes this a 4-point game. Minute 44 to go in the third quarter. Just about to enter crunch time. Woods back out up top to Sloan. Drives inside. Kicks out. Corner three from Lee. That time it's off the mark. And Heron takes it the other way.
Duke's being a lot quicker on defense, getting to the wide open guys way more often now.
Heron to Poku. Now Burnison fakes, drives, back out. Poku looking, back out up top to Heron. Inside of a minute now. Campus to Heron. Now to Asgadome, lines up from three. That one is good! Makes this a 1-point game.
Asgadome, another great shooter on the Dukes offense. He rarely misses as well.
Dukes finding their footing here. Try and make this game as close as possible heading into the final quarter of action. Sloan for three, responds!
Sloan right back, found it, contested, he nailed it.
Makes this a 2-possession game with 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Heron holds up top. They're going to hold for the final shot, it looks like. Campus to Heron. Almost loses his dribble, gives it to Asgadome. Fires in the corner, he's swatted away. Heron, will that one count? No. 39-35 your score, a 2-possession game. LT still with the lead. The Dukes were able to make a quick run, but it ended up LT still outscoring them by 1 in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, LT definitely slowing down there towards the end, with the Dukes picking up the pace. They started to score way more often, only trailing by 4 now.
With that, we will step away. Start of the fourth quarter coming your way. You are watching Your Sports Network. Welcome you back here to the beginning of this fourth quarter. LT will start with it. They lead by 4, 39-35 your score. in a game that has major implications for the overall landscape of the West Suburban Conference. Smith kicks out to Woods. He has 18 on the night. Whistle, and a foul called on the Dukes.
Both these teams playing way more aggressive defense now, especially the Dukes. Both these teams really want to win this game.
York took this one in easy fashion at LT's house. LT giving them a run for their money here. And it's stolen away by O'Leary. O'Leary to Stepanek, who's blocked from behind. That ball out of orbit, taken away by Rennick.
I don't think anybody was expecting that.
Rarely see 6'8" Hunter Stepanek get blocked.
It was a great defensive possession by LT.
They turn it over on the other end, though, so here it is York basketball. Poku gets that ball tipped away, and it's going to LT.
York foul number 30, Will O'Leary, his second, team second. Lyons Township basketball inbounds.
Seven minutes to go. LT still with the lead, 39-35. Sloan in the corner to Smith, now back up top. Sloan to Woods, who jacks up a deep three. Off the mark, Stepanek almost loses out on that rebound. Smith has to go chasing it, it's out of bounds.
Smith doing a great job being aggressive. Stepanek, he's got to box out a little better there. That could have been bad.
Luby to Poku. Now Stepanek. Poku holds up top, gives it back to O'Leary. Duke's trying to find an opening. LT staying up with them. Stepanek gets this one dropped to him inside, kicks out. O'Leary fakes, drives. Tough layup, not going to fall. York trying to guard up on this rebound, and it's going to be a foul called on Rennick on the rip away there.
Rennick, great defense from him. He just took that one right away.
They switched that foul onto O'Leary. Not completely sure how. And you saw Rennick trying to grab it away to get a jump ball signaled. That ball almost stripped away by Rennick, out of bounds. Stays with LT. Owen Carroll checks back in. Out goes Grayson Lee. Carroll gives us one to Woods. He's got the hot hand. Not going to stop. 42-35.
7-point lead now. If LT gets a stop here, I would not be surprised if they try and slow things down and take some time off the clock.
LT section getting loud. Poku gives us one to Rennick. Now inside, Stepanek. Luby throws that one off of Smith. Nice heads-up play there, stays with the Dukes. Ball given into Rennick, now Stepanek swinging this one around to O'Leary. Poku to Rennick, who's fouled inside before he could go up with it. Only LT's first foul here in the fourth quarter. 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go. It's crunch time here for the Dukes to try and make a 7-point comeback.
They're going to need to score in every single possession they have a chance to.
Luby, floater from mid-range isn't good. Tries going for his own rebound. LT ball.
A little bit of shoving there. Rennick was trying to look for a call. Didn't give it to him. LT's ball now.
Carroll looking. And a full timeout is going to be called by Coach Sloan here. 42-35 the score. LT still with the lead. York trying to get something going offensively here. With that, we will step away. You are watching York Sports Network. Welcome you back. 42-35 your score. LT still with the 7-point lead out of their own timeout. 5 minutes, 6 seconds left here in the final quarter of action. Sloan to Carroll. Back to Sloan, who cuts inside. Blocked from behind. Offensive rebound goes to LT though. Smith gets fouled. Pushed aside, trying to give that one to Sloan.
York one foul away from bonus. They're going to have to need that if they don't start scoring very soon. Still trailing by 7.
I don't want to have it this early here in the fourth quarter. Been really aggressive on defense. Just got to be sure you're being careful. Smith has to pop out for that one. Backing down Poku, who blocks him. Luby taking it the other way. Back to Poku on the trailer. Now Stepanek gets it. O'Leary backs out.
Duke's taking a little bit too much time for my comfort. They're going to have to go quick. They're still down 7.
He's blocked on his way up. Rebound goes to LT. Sloan taking it the other way. Gives this one up ahead to Blythe. Blythe gives this one inside to a cutting Smith, who smokes the lay. Rennick looking. Gives this one to O'Leary. A big 3. Rims out. Ball in the air. And it's pulled down by Woods. Woods giving this one up ahead to Blythe for an easy 2.
Duke's nobody hustling back on defense. Rennick was the only one there.
9-point lead now for LT. O'Leary gets a screen from Stepanek, tries dropping that one inside. It's tipped away. Carroll gets that one stolen by Luby off the break. Ball tipped, and it's a foul on Carroll. Dukes really need to get something going soon here. 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go, and they're trailing by even more now. They trail by 9.
Like I said, Duke's got to go quick. Really trying to take their time on offense. It's not going to work out for them.
Luby for 3. That one left short. Stepanek comes up with that one. They're going to call that a jump ball. Stays Duke's possession. O'Leary gives this one to a wide open Rennick for 2.
Back down to a 7-point deficit, just 3 minutes remaining now.
Anything to sever this LT run. Sloan to Woods. Deep contested 3. That time it's off the mark. It's rebounded by Sloan, and he's fouled by O'Leary. And that puts York in the bonus, so it's going to send LT to the line for 2.
At line G2 for Lyons Township, 15, Timmy Sloan.
And a timeout called by LT. Excuse me, called by York. 44-37 your score. LT still with the lead. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. You are watching conference action here on York Sports Network. We welcome you back here from the Dick Campbell Gym. Score 44-37. LT with the lead, and it's Sloan going to the line for 2 now.
Some big free throws here. Couldn't end up icing the game, as LT is obviously going to try and hold the ball once they get the ball back.
No shot clock, of course, so it's your oyster to do so. First one online for Sloan. Second one online as well, makes this a 9-point game. High 3-possession lead. Rennick gives this one over to O'Leary. Gets a screen from Stepanek. Kicks out Poku. Goes inside and he's fouled.
Nice take from Poku. Fake pass out left to Luby. Tried to get the wide open look on the left side and he drew another foul.
Duke's still far from out of this game, but got to make sure you're being swift on these possessions here. That was a nice example right there. Poku's first free throw is good.
Then Lyons Township fouls on number 30, Nate Woods, his second, team's third.
That foul on Nate Woods, 21 points on the night for the standout player. Second one's good as well. Confused on what exactly the dispute is here. A third free throw incoming?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's off the mark nonetheless. Had me lost. Okay. Play on. Ball tipped. Staying with LT.
Back in for Lyons Township, 22, Tommy Sloan.
Tommy Sloan back in the game for LT now.
Carroll gives us one inside to a wide open Tommy Sloan for 2.
Just a defensive breakdown here. LT doing some great passes. Found him wide open in the lane once again on back-to-back possessions for LT.
Makes this a 4-possession game now. Duke's got to move with urgency. Rennick to Stepanek. Now to O'Leary. Tries dropping this one inside to Rennick. Picks up his dribble. Goes up for the lay. It's no good. Tipped around. Picked up by Timmy Sloan. Carroll kicks this one out. 3-ball Woods. That's his shot. 13-point lead now for LT.
Woods 24 points on the night, and that should just about do it now. What an impressive performance from Woods tonight.
Luby blocked from behind by Carroll. They call a foul.
Lyons Township foul number 5 on Carroll, his third, team's fourth. And Lyons U2, 25, Joseph Luby.
Dukes really just struggled towards the end of the game, getting back on defense, left for so many wide open layups. Some great finds from LT nevertheless, though. Luby up to 11 on the night.
The rest of the conference schedule for this LT team, they play OPRF and Hinsdale Central. Meanwhile, the Dukes play Proviso West and DGN. And by the looks of this, LT is going to tie things up here in conference at 7-1 with the Dukes. So if you're either team, you're hoping that your opposing team loses one of those last two conference games so you can secure the conference title for yourself, not just tie it. Tommy Blythe checks back in here, 68 seconds to go. Woods capping off a 26-point night. O'Leary goes up with it, and he's fouled.
They give him the and one.
LT fans calling a travel. He's going to go to the line to convert now on the and one. Trying to get some kind of firepower going here for the Dukes with 61 seconds left. They trail by 11. Free throw off the mark. Luby steals that one from behind. Rennick to O'Leary. A three. No good. Rebounded by LT. Given up ahead to Carroll. Now Sloan, they hold. Woods. Back to Sloan, who's fouled from behind by Rennick.
More free throws coming up for LT. Just 41 seconds remaining now. Trailing by 11 are the Dukes. No timeout was called. Coach Dunn had him come over for a quick huddle.
Looked like the officials were having a little discussion. Not completely sure on what. It has been 31 days since the York Dukes lost a basketball game, believe that or not.
Absolutely unreal. They had such a great run coming to an end now to LT.
The other thing of note, these two teams are actually in different sectionals. LT hosts their own sectional. They're in there with a lot of city teams. York with a lot of suburban teams, so they won't be seeing each other late until maybe super sectionals, because super sectional-wise they see each other. O'Leary, kick out three. That one no good. Campus tips that one out. It's going to be a foul called on the floor.
And they're going to be in bonus now, too.
Where was I going with this?
Campus shooting at the line now.
Okay, I lost my train of thought. Nonetheless, another thing of note, literally earlier today, Joe Hendrickson of the Chicago Sun-Times and the City Suburban Hoops Report published an article talking about the upswing from LT here in the late stages of the season, about 3/4 of the way through now. And that was definitely on display today. York ranked 20th in state. Might have, I wouldn't say, I don't think by any means they've lost their top 25 spot. but will definitely drop down. That's for sure. And LT might find themselves back in the top 25. I've not seen them there since Christmas.
York foul number 35, Miles Burnison, his first team penalty.
Duke student section starting to depart.
Timeout on the floor, timeout York.
Timeout called by York. It's a 10-point game with 24 seconds to go. With that, we will step away. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here to York Sports Network. Score 55-44, mind you. LT with the 11-point lead with 24 seconds left. Right now, the York girls are playing at LT right now. Let's get a score update going there. Hoping for some good news. Stepanek found cutting for two, and a quick timeout called by Coach Dunn of York again. We'll stay on here just for a sec so I can try and find the score here for the girls. Are they streaming it? Wow. Guess not. Let's check Max Preps. Don't have an update right now. See how that pans out. Hopefully we can put a win column for the Dukes against LT there. And, I mean, forgive me, but LT has kind of had York's number in a lot of sports this year. I mean, football, they beat them twice. First round of playoffs as well.
That was a very good game, though. Very close. Same with this game.
Yeah, both those games were very good.
Yeah, now LT 1-1 against the Dukes. Maybe we'll see them later in the playoffs if they both make it far enough. We'll see.
They both need to win their sectionals. LT again with some tough city teams. Like I was saying, I believe they're in a sectional with Curie, who's off the charts this season, and St. Ignatius. So those are some tough teams to face. Big competition for York in their sectional is Glenbard East. I think that'd be their team to beat. And I think those teams actually match up pretty well against each other. Good guard duo, and then a nice front court as well. Brackets have not come out for boys. They come out next Friday. Girls come out this Friday. Excited to see where the Lady Dukes will be playing in regionals. Free ball from O'Leary is online. And we call another timeout. 7-point game, 5 seconds left. Do not go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network. Welcome back here from the Dick Campbell Gym with 5.1 seconds left. LT still with the lead. Costa Campus at the end of the York bench right now, getting checked out. It looked like earlier in the game he came down on a rebound hard on his ankle. Hopefully everything's okay there. York gets a quick foul off there, only 1.1 seconds shaved off.
York foul number 25, Joseph Luby, his second team penalty. At the line, shoots from the line.
See if the Dukes try and get another, maybe one more shot attempt up before the end of this matchup.
Woods misses from the line there. Uncharacteristic from him in this game, 26-point performance. Second one won't go either. York pushing the other way. At the horn, it's O'Leary. Not going to fall. Final here from Elmhurst, 56-49. The Dukes enjoyed not losing for an entire calendar month. 31 days. Last time they lost was to a powerful friend team. This time they lose to a conference opponent. The implication that this has is much bigger, though. These two teams tie up in conference at 7-1. Fighting for that first spot. They both play 2 more conference games. The Dukes face off against DGN and Proviso West. Not in that order. I flipped that around. And Hinsdale Central and OPRF for LT. So some intriguing matchups for both of them. Playoff brackets come out next Friday, so this should surely affect the seeding for both these teams in their own sectionals. With that, we will step away. This has been an incredible broadcast. 5 cameras. 5 cameras. Thank you all. Thank you, Ben Brisk on the other side of the gym, Grayson McQuaid, Peter Estefan, Hunter Kenny, Johnny Scalziti, John Finucane, Griffin Hanna, Mateo Rivera. I have been Luca DeSanto. Alongside me has been Zach Silkaitis. Good night and go Dukes.